What's up, everybody? Tigger here. We'll rip some 90s Star Wars. I got some random packs. We got some Star Wars vehicles from 97. Got 2 packs of that. We got some Star Wars Galaxy from 93. We'll rip 2 packs of that. Then we got another Star Wars Galaxy from 95. These are all tops. So we'll start off with the vehicle ones. See what we got here. This is before they started throwing in all kind of crazy inserts. So have no clue what we're really looking for. Pack's pretty wow. All right. Maybe we're not ripping stuff. We're gonna have to gently cut the top off. I have no idea what we're looking for in here, but man, that looks really cool to start off with. This is a sharp looking card. We got the Emperor's ship. Of course, when you're dealing with older stuff, make sure it's not stuck together. With the Emperor in there with him. That's pretty cool. We got Admiral Ackbar. I like the full picture of him with his Mon Cal cruiser. Then we got the Millennium Falcon, Battle of Endor. And we got like a cartoon edition here of Luke. And that's pretty cool, actually. Luke and his speeder. And these are pretty neat. Like I said, these are tops, and they're done by Top Cow. So, pretty sweet. Oh, these are pretty. Well, that's actually 2 cards right there. All right. So we got a double Admiral Ackbar. Looks like the sketch version versus the actual photo version. What's the difference on the back here? Not a whole lot. Make sure there aren't any more of these stuck together. And then Labata class shuttle. I always just call it the Emperor shuttle. All right, those are pretty sharp looking cards. Again, that was the Star Wars vehicles. So go ahead and go with the scissors on the second pack here. Too much fan going on over here. All right, we got an AT-AT, like an animated looking battle there. Man, these are pretty cards to be from the 90s. It's pretty sweet looking. Then we got one of the Galactic Cruisers. This is the actual Imperial Star Destroyer. Don't hurt me, mega Star Wars fans. I generally pretty good with Star Wars stuff. Then we got a little strategy TIE fighters. Wow, these are really pretty cars to be 27 years old. Not sure who the character is right there. But we got the Eclipse Star Destroyer. I said Top Cow Comics. I'm assuming did all the artwork here. They're pretty sharp. Then we got Smuggler's Hold with the 2 greatest characters, the Millennium Falcon there. And those are pretty cards. Very impressed. I'm just trying to track some of these down. I didn't pay an astronomical amount for them, but a couple bucks a pack. A nice emblem, nice and thick. A little sticky on them. That AT-AT is pretty cool looking. Never actually like see where they're coming down the ramp right there. Oh, nice. Throw some trash away real quick here. All right, now we're going to move on to the Star Wars Galaxy Premier 8-packs. Apparently nothing wants to stay in the trash box here. All right, let's see if I can actually open these or do I need to use scissors? Oh, these actually are opening. Might just want to use the scissors anyway so I don't damage anything in the package. All right. So this is actually a pack of 8. So that looks like one of the poster sketch type deals for the Empire. Yeah, the movie posters. Art from Star Wars. Then we got Yoda and Luke hanging out. I guess that's the artist, Charles Vess. All right, cool. Oh, this is a sweet looking one. These are pretty cards. Again, I had no idea these were this old. In pretty good shape. These are what would be considered the sketches of the day. Wow, hard to believe Jabba was fatter and uglier in the original sketch. Death Star. That looks pretty similar. Another movie poster idea, it looks like. Darth Vader's helmet in the back. Then we got a Rancor. He's got somebody in his hand. Guess he doesn't just eat everybody to start off with. Cool. Wow, these are really cool little cards. Really digging these things. All right, let's move on to our Galaxy Pack number 2 here. Again, I don't have any idea what, back then they probably just made normal sets. I said I was big into baseball cards, but never really did. So that's the worm that was obviously a giant puppet in Empire Strikes Back. Design of Star Wars, the Space Slug. What a name. The Space Slug. All the weird names that Lucas came up with, all the characters. That seemed pretty easy there. Pretty simple. This is another what it looks like to be kind of a poster design. Got there. May the Force be with you. That looks like actually like action figures early on. Well, that's cool. IG design. Well, that's a big difference. That's a completely different looking of the early. I love the AT-ATs. I actually have an AT-AT in box. I want to do a video on it, but I can't bring myself to open it. It's a 95 or 6, 97 era Power of the Force. This dude, old Max Rebo here, is, it don't matter what year Star Wars you get, you're going to get a Max Rebo. I'm learning that quick. Well, that's pretty cool. That's definitely a sweet looking card. And what do we got here? Some more bounty hunters. All right. Yeah, man, I'm digging these old cards. I'm about to try to track some of these down. All right. Our one single we got is Star Wars Galaxy, which these were Galaxy also, but these were the 93 ones, and these are actual 95 ones. So. There's supposed to be 8 cards in here. So they started getting cheap on the cards in the 90s. That's actually a cool looking card. And I don't know if there's like subsets or anything in here. I'm just trying not to destroy stuff. We'll go ahead and show the TIE Fighter pilot. That's pretty cool looking. Dude, these are sweet. All right, we got a Return of the Jedi, Luke. We got some kind of. Well, that looks cool. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. See, we got a Luke taking out the speeder bike. That's pretty sweet looking. I don't know what this is. It looks awesome. Put something behind it, but we can actually. Well, that's an IG unit. It's some kind of number card. Maybe I got it the wrong way. Yeah, that's the front. Pretty awesome. There's something better behind it. Get something white behind it. Maybe that'll work. All right, we'll try this. All right, we can actually see that a little better. That's a pretty bad looking card right there. That appears to be the front. Yes, because we can actually read the Star Wars Galaxy. All right, very cool. All right, our last card. These are just like the engineer guys working on the Death Star. I don't really know what are hits. This is the only like really different card, so it's pretty cool. I'm definitely digging these 90s Star Wars packs. Appreciate all you guys watching. Again, it means a lot for those of you who watch and comment and like and all that stuff. So you guys take care. Tigger out.